Gather around, island lovers. It's Demi and Jasmine with your Fire Pit Chat, your daily dose of all things Love Island. This episode is brought to you by Kitsch. Kitsch is a beauty powerhouse that offers aesthetic solutions for your hair accessories and sustainable products. From satin pillowcases, which are great for your hair and skin, to their solid shampoo and conditioner bars that are great for the planet and your hair. You can take the hair solution quiz on their website to find out what hair products would best suit you. And most importantly, they just have super cute hair accessories. You can catch us wearing some of their hair accessories anytime we're on the pod, and they just have really good stuff. We love them. So use code FIREPITCHAT to get 10% off your purchase at www.mykitsch.com/firepitchat. www.mykitsch.com/firepitchat.
Okay, episode 12, which it started off really good. What did you think about this episode? Another whatevs.
I don't know. Mitch is weirding me out. Sammy's weirding me out.
I know. And it started off with that Guardians of the Galaxy song.
Right.
And I was
so you
so
think it's going to be a good time. Yeah.
Right. And then I feel like these editors really pick a day. They're like on the calendar without even knowing what's going to happen. It's like, today I'm focusing on, we're editing Molly and Mitchell or Molly. Today we're going to edit Sammy and Jess, even though like nothing really is happening.
Right.
I just feel like the editing is so bizarre with who they decide to focus the attention on.
Yeah,
because
that's
very
true.
On purpose. Because now we're not seeing anybody else.
Right, like we have no idea what's going on with Zach and Molly at all.
Exactly.
So does that mean they're not talking? Or they're just sitting there being like, I want to get to know you, and they already showed us that? Or does it mean that there's something happening, but they're just not showing us it?
That's what I'm saying too, because Scott literally, he sounded like he had conversations with everyone, but they showed us literally maybe two.
Yeah.
Of Catherine and Molly. It was just like, I felt like it didn't even show him and Charlotte talking.
Right.
And I think it was because she was leaving.
Right.
So
they don't want to dedicate airtime to her.
Right.
Yeah.
But I feel like they would have meshed.
Right. I could have seen them together. I was bummed that they didn't. Because I just really could see him with her now, knowing his personality the teensiest bit more.
Yes.
I don't really see him with anyone else in the villa. Maybe Leah. Leah is really pretty and really sweet, like we've been saying. But she does seem like pretty boring.
Which I think is what everyone else was saying too.
Yeah, and I think the boys are
Sammy.
seeing that too. Yeah, Sammy said she won't make him laugh.
Right.
And he wants a girl that's going to make him laugh, which is Jess.
Like Leah and Zach are the same.
Yeah.
They're both good looking, but like, what are you even saying? Because even Leah's like, she just kind of like flirts, like with her eyes and like her smile. Like in mid-convo, she'll just like smile and just be like, interesting or something. It's like, and dead awkward silence. Like, yeah, I don't know.
She talks, but she says nothing.
Right.
She's just like, yeah, I like climbing, but not like rock climbing because I've never been, but like hiking.
That conversation was so weird.
I was like, we can't be, we're actually talking about rocks now. I literally can't.
Yeah, that was really bad convo.
Really bad. But that's how all of her convos are. She just says nothing and just like a cute little voice.
Totally. And she's very pretty to look at. And even Sammy was like, can Sammy stop saying sexual tension to her?
Yeah, it's like, we get it. You're not attracted to Jess in that way.
Oh my God, like for real.
It's like, that's all he has going with you. He's like, I want to bang you, Leah. You're
exactly
hot. And Jess, I really like your personality, but I'm not sure if I want to bang you. But I don't know. I feel like Sammy would bang any guy would bang anyone at the end of the day.
Yeah, facts.
But it goes back to like, I just don't think boys grow that want to date you if they didn't have it initially. And that's why the Mitch and Jess thing is so just like fake on Mitch's part. It was too much. Again, nah, Mitch. Like, Mitch, sit down. And how is Mitch not in the bottom 3?
I know.
Okay, so now I know what the Fiat 500's thinking. They're not into Zach. I was like kind of surprised Zach was in the bottom. Did we predict he was going to be in the bottom?
I deleted it.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm like jumping ahead.
No, it's fine. But I deleted it. I couldn't remember either when I was watching because I feel like we just rambled about, we literally named every islander that would be in the bottom.
Right. And we also were suffering from a heat stroke last night. So I don't even know what we were talking about.
So I did see on Twitter, someone was like, yay. And it was like, I was right. And they voted Jess and voted Mitchell. Like, I think people ship Jess and Mitchell.
Weird. Who still ships Mitch with anything?
I don't know, because someone wrote on our YouTube that was like, what do you guys think about Mitchell saying to Jess, if you choose me at a recoupling, I'll choose you over Molly every time.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, isn't that sus? And I was like, very.
It is.
I found that so weird. I'm like, I really forgot about that. I didn't even think about it because I didn't even think Jess was an option. He was so obsessed with Molly.
Yeah. I think Mitch is flailing and him and Jess are good buds and he'd be happy to like, oh yeah, I want to get to know you more. I'm interested. No, it's been 2 weeks now. We don't need to say that anymore.
He's just kind of, oh my God, it's like really embarrassing because then he's like around the guys. Oh my God, what did I write?
He's so weird with the guys.
Oh, okay, when Mitch goes, yeah, so now he's like telling guys he's into Jess and people were like, okay. And then he's like, yeah, the Molly situation's done. So I'm back on the market or something like that with that face. And like all the guys are just like crickets.
Like he doesn't know how to act. It's like he doesn't have any guy friends at home.
Mitch is not a guy's guy.
He's not. He's a girl's girl. Yeah. Like Mitch gets along with all the girls better than he gets along with all the guys. And Molly gets along with all the guys.
Do you think that the girls, I feel like just like Jess gets along with Mitch.
Yeah, Mitch is
because Jess is nice.
Mitch reminds me of someone in real life that I'll tell you later because I'll have to explain it and it's just a story.
Oh my God.
But it just seems like he's like, this is perhaps like, and I don't want to say this and be weird, but it just seems like it's a beard. He's like, acts like he wants to date girls and be an alpha male. And I think he's a beta.
Yes. Because he's around a bunch of alphas who are like, the fuck are you saying?
Yeah. And like the weird hand signals and just like not knowing how to act. Like,
yes,
a normal guy would just be like, Sammy, I weirdly feel this thing. Like he would just be more straightforward. And it's just
so weird.
He's just pulling all these things out of left field over Molly, then going for Molly, then stalking Molly, then hating Molly, then going for Leah, then not wanting to go for Leah.
How about after him saying that he's interested in Jess being like, yeah, so I really want to keep getting to know Leah. When have they even spoke?
Exactly. It's just so out of left field. Everything is.
Like, I think he's just like delusional.
Yeah, he's for sure delusional. He does not live on this planet. He's from Mars. Mitch is a Martian.
Mitch the Martian. And okay, so what do we think about the Sammy, Leah, Jess scenario? Like, I'm very, very confused about that. And Jess was like, first of all, no one bats their eye at Jess, but now everyone's completely interested in Jess. Is Sammy interested in Jess?
Question mark.
Right.
I don't know. I can't figure that out. That's what's weirding me out. I don't think Mitch is actually into Jess. I think Mitch is trying to stay on the show, and that's a safe
I just can't believe he wasn't at the bottom, because if he was at the bottom, he would be gone.
Easily. I think it's so weird he wasn't at the bottom. I would love to know how close to the bottom he was. Was he the fourth guy?
Yes.
But then, like, poor Dre. He looks so sad up there.
I know.
But, like, that made sense to me. Zach, I think I might have said yesterday that he should be in the bottom, but seeing him there in the bottom, I was kind of confused. Because if Zach's in the bottom, like, shouldn't Molly be in the bottom?
How was Molly not in the bottom?
Right.
I swear, like, the majority of people voting are just, like, from Mars as well.
Literally. Well, they probably have, like, access to really good cell phones to vote really quickly over there. They're so much closer to the satielites, you know?
To, like, what are they thinking?
I don't get it.
We're not on their page at all.
No.
And I just want to be, in the Facebook groups. I want to fucking just be in their brains knowing what they are thinking.
I totally agree.
Because I'm so down to hear why.
Right, like, explain.
That's it.
Explain your answer.
I can't believe, because now, but they did that to Olivia. They kept Olivia, sometimes I just think these voting things are rigged.
And sometimes like they do just want to, like, I get why I get now why they kept Molly, because she brings drama and like,
she's like Olivia, but like she is the Olivia of this season.
Right. And I guess we could argue they're thinking the same thing about Mitch, because he just does out of pocket things and it's fun to watch.
Yeah, people are writing on like Instagram, they're like, Mitch is fucking nuts, but like please keep him on our screens, because like the shit that it's like, but he's not even doing it like on purpose.
No, he is being like sincere in his weirdness. Like he's not trying to be weird and like kooky, you know?
It's like weird and manipulative. Like you forget you're on a show.
Right. And like he thinks we're all dumber. Like he thinks we're gonna literally exactly. Yeah. He thinks we're gonna wake up and be like, Jess and Mitch. But like people are saying that, to be fair. So I don't know. Like maybe I'm in the minority. Maybe we're in the minority. I don't know. I just don't think we are.
We're so like logical and normal.
And have a good read of people.
For real. Like how?
Yeah, more people should listen to us. I mean, so far we've predicted what the producers are going to do.
Yeah, I think the boys' vote, that kept me on my toes. That was like one that I really didn't know what they were going to do.
Yeah, I honestly thought they were kind of going to send Catherine home. Weirdly.
I know, but then I knew the fact that like if they showed Scott and Charlotte's connection, then Catherine would have gone home. But they kept showing Scott and Catherine, which, what are we talking about?
Right. I think if they gave them another full day, and if Scott and Catherine like really hit it off, I think they would have kept not Charlotte. Scott. Yeah. Charlotte. Totally. I think they would have kept Charlotte and kicked out Catherine.
Charlotte's demise was the fact that she fucking said husband and babies, and it scared the shit out of the 21-year-olds.
Right, like know your audience. Know your audience, Charlotte.
But
she's such a Charlotte.
She's even a bright future ahead of her.
Totally. Like, she's going to get off the show and she's going to thrive. Yeah. I mean, she wasn't on there quite long enough to get like the ad deals.
She just needs to be on like a Bachelor. Like, yeah. Honestly, like I will nominate her.
Like she would thrive on Bachelor in Paradise. She would, you know?
Even in a bikini. Like in 24 Girls in One Bachelor.
Totally. Yeah. And she's like the foreign export, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Let's sign her up.
I know. No, for real. I'm going to nominate her. Okay, so Sammy, Leah, Jess.
I don't get it. What are your thoughts on it?
I'm confused. I literally wrote, I'm confused. Like, I'm confused. Even like people on Twitter are like, what? I'm so confused at this. Like, one, Sammy's hair actually looked good today by the pool, where he had like his actual curls.
Okay.
And I was like kind of down when he was talking to Mitch and kind of giving Mitch the
okay.
Mitch's hair just looked
at the end
so bad.
Right. Mitch just like is giving me the I've fully like, gotten the ick.
Oh my God.
Like every time I see him on the screen now, I'm like, eh. Like my face watching Mitch.
Literally, pew. He is the definition of pew.
He really is.
Like the hair it's just gross. Like what on earth did we see?
Even like seeing him in aviators, like a perfectly normal sunglass, I'm like, pew.
It was all gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really thought he was going home. But I guess like he brings, it's like, who's going to go for next, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like keeping us on our toes.
Yeah, that's true.
Scott and Leah, I thought had a good vibe, but again, they were talking about rocks. Leah. It's just like hot.
Yeah.
She's very pretty, but
Scott laughs like so, like Scott's laugh
genuinely?
Is like, yeah.
I know.
It's so genuine, and it's like from his like core. He just seems like joyful.
Oh my God, like I need to be in the villa with him.
He's like jubilant.
That's a good word.
Like he's so like, like he just seems like such pure energy. I don't know. I feel like he's such a good person. I hope he doesn't prove me wrong, but the way he laughs at what the girls say, like makes me, it's contagious.
Yes.
It's so beautiful. So he can't be wasted on a Leah who's not going to make him laugh. I want to hear him chuckle.
I just can't even believe just like
he was chuckling at Whitney today.
I know. I was surprised at that.
Yeah, I would love that. But I'm liking her and Maddie. I really am.
Yeah.
But that's, yeah, so I just don't think that's a good match. Like, what are they going to talk about?
I just can't believe Jess like wrote him off that fast.
She really likes Sammy. She is all in on Sammy, I think.
Poor decision.
She weirdly didn't shut Mitch down like immediately, which I thought was weird. Is she like kind of into Mitch? Because I think first day she was into Mitch and he was so obsessed with Molly that it probably turned Jess the other way. But Jess could always have had a little crush on Mitch since the beginning, because in her beach hut confessional, she said, "You're 2 weeks too late." So maybe this is like coming up Jess. Maybe this is what Jess always wanted, you know?
I wonder.
But she did write Scott off really. And it's like, Jess, open your eyes.
Your eyes.
Are the eyelashes getting in the way?
I think.
Scott's hot, dude.
He's so hot in those eyes. Like, oh my God, his face is literally, if you put his face on Adam Collard's like height and body.
Right.
I'm so down for that.
Because Adam's beefier. Scott's a little bit lean.
Yeah,
he is a goaltender. So I do feel like they're leaner because they're always like jumping through the air to catch the balls.
Pouncing.
Yeah. They're limber.
Yeah. He does. And I think he's short.
He looks
Which I'm into it.
Right. That's fine with me.
He just needs to add like 20 pounds. And I'd be like, he would be my perfect guy.
Totally.
I love green eyes and dark features.
If you and him had a baby.
Can you believe?
Oh my God.
I'm literally having that.
Right. What color eyes are Mike's?
Green.
Okay. I never
like
look Mike in the eyes. I feel
okay,
like, you know?
Okay. Don't look too hard. It's like, I love just like brown, and then green.
Yeah.
Not blue. I like green.
Yeah. It's more striking.
Yeah. It's
and
very
like
foreign.
manly. Yeah. I feel like it's very like Scottish.
Yeah. I mean, he's Serbian, Mike.
Oh.
So like.
What is that? Couldn't point that out on a map if honestly I had a gun to my head.
By like
Russia? Yeah.
What's other than Czech? Like
Yugoslavia? I don't know.
Like that whole.
Right. Like.
There's another
Serbian.
Serbian. Yes. Anywho, what about Molly and Scott? Molly's like too desp on Zach.
Yeah, I think so. I think Molly's into Zach. I'm like not happy Scott wanted to see what all the hype was about. Like, Scott, no, you be different. Break the mold.
Yeah.
But I don't think they really clicked that much.
Did you see the thing I put on our thing with the old Islander coming back?
Oh, Katie.
Did you like her?
Oh my God. You didn't watch her season?
Wasn't that the season that's really good? Is that Adam Collard's season?
I swear it's season number 2. Or is it 3?
Oh, I think it's giving me like 2 vibes.
She was like
3 vibes.
It was 2. It was early days.
But like her and Scott.
She was such a little firecracker. I loved her. She was so dramatic. Oh, she was like in a couple and they were constantly fighting. They were super toxic, but like you were rooting for them. The guy was like obsessed with her and she was just like, she was like a tiny little dancer and she was just like hot. Everyone wanted her and she would like flirt.
Well, she looks like she like, stopped being 21.
That's what happens. Yeah.
Got curvy.
Yeah, she got curvy.
Beautiful eyes like Scott
and she like brings drama. She's a good she's great for TV.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I liked her. You got to watch that season.
Well,
what season was she on?
People need to give our podcast a demand so that we can go back and watch old seasons.
Yeah, I mean, I could rewatch a season I already watched for the means of this podcast.
Me too.
She was on season. Wow, she was on the season 2.
Okay,
so it was 7 years ago.
It was your favorite season?
Yeah, I want to say that was my favorite.
So how old is she now?
She's 27.
So she must come in.
So she was literally 20 when she was on it. Now she's 27
now. Wow. So she must come in maybe end of Sunday?
Was she?
Or Monday.
So is that confirmed that she's coming in?
I think. What did I say? Shock return as Bombshell. 7 years after original.
Oh, it's appearance. Like on daily. It's like everywhere. Yeah, when I Google it. Well, I'm like really happy for that.
I know.
But like, she's like, we need her to come in later because we need better guys. She could go for the new guy.
Scott.
I could see her with Scott.
Hot.
Yeah. Hot.
Gorgeous.
And she's
babies.
like little from what I remember. Height would be good for them.
I ship them. So when do you think that she'll come in? I think they'll probably give us downtime for this on Sunday's episode, maybe Monday. Like, we'll get a preview of her coming in.
I'd be happy if like she came in
with a guy.
Yes, or two guys.
Stop. She like walks in arm in arm,
literally.
But we don't have that many girls.
Right, we just lost a girl.
We've been getting a lot of dumpings.
Yeah, I'm very happy. This is the Love Island that I love.
Yes.
It's just like dump.
New people.
Yeah, because she's not going to be the only bombshell for next week. But I think they're going to want to have it uneven for a little bit. And then the single islander goes home.
True. So another girl and then the last guy. Maybe Mitch. Because he has nothing going for him.
Yeah.
And, okay, so... Oh my God. When Molly was like, do you want to sit on the day beds? Let's sit on the blue one and match my swimsuit. Scott's like, you love matching swimsuits. Because remember her and Mitch in the beginning?
Oh, with the beanbag.
They like planned their swimsuit colors they were going to wear in the beginning.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Like she's like, all right, let's wear, because they were both wearing red. The next day they're like, all right, so let's wear white together. And it was like a thing. And, like they planned their suits. Like honestly, like Molly did give energy. I don't know what being bad.
Sorry.
She did give a lot of energy back to Mitch in the beginning. Like she was obsessed.
No, there's a reason I thought they were endgame.
Right.
There's a reason the whole Twitterverse did. They said they're either going to go to the end or it's going to be Curtis and Amy.
Yeah.
So like she is an actress. Yeah. As she said again, she was acting a part.
And then Scott's like, so you like the drama? And she's like, no.
I hate the drama.
I hate it. Sure.
Pick me.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Sammy saying he don't trust him. Oh, because Mitchell and Sammy had the talk. And Sammy's like, no, I don't trust him. And Mitchell's like, you're my boy. Always. It's just like, you're not reading it.
No. Mitch is illiterate with personalities. Like, he does not know how to read a room.
No, it's so weird.
So weird.
But I feel like I know people like that. Or it's like when it's like, I hate to say loser, but like losers trying to be like the popular guys and he actually makes more of a fool of himself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bottom three, Zach, Andre, and Sammy. Girls, Charlotte, Leah, and Catherine. And, we kind of already talked about that. But if this was Love Island Winter, like, one, this recoupling would have been in week 4.
Mm-hmm.
2, I don't think they would have even had an OG in there. Like, I don't even think that Andre would have even gone. Like, that was shocking to me, even though he wasn't a big present.
Right.
But he was in a couple.
Right. Like, he isn't single flailing around.
Exactly. Like, he's in a couple.
Yeah.
Which is, like, kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen that in a while, to be in a couple where they're, like, now Catherine's left single.
I love when that happens, too. When it's, like, they're, it's like the couple, they're both up and the girls and boys have to choose, because then sometimes they're like, okay, they think the boys are going to send Catherine home. So then the girls would have sent Dre home and then it would have been a mismatch. I love when that happens. Just, it lights my fire, dude. I get all jazzed up. I really like that. But I think they both of them sent the right person home.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to send home Sammy. Sammy and Jess have a stronger connection, I think, than Catherine and Dre, from what we can see.
They didn't show us a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But if they showed us more of Catherine and Andre, it's like, who did they want us to vote for? Because the editors didn't give us anything of Catherine. We kept saying, where the fuck is Catherine and Andre?
That's very true. Yeah, why didn't they want us to see them?
What were they hiding?
Right.
So what's Catherine gonna do?
She seems really upset that he's leaving. I don't think she would, but I would be curious if she would be like, should I leave with him? If it was a little bit later in the season, I think she might. She seems like devastated in the...
Right, and I just feel like the producers were pushing Scott on her. Like, he's like, did your head turn? Did your head turn? To everyone's like, why are you asking everybody if their head turned? Like,
yeah, that's
to
weird.
The two people in... Wasn't it Whitney and Catherine?
Mm-hmm.
Like, nobody else.
That was weird.
Right?
Scott, that's weird.
I don't think it's him.
Yeah, like, I guess the producers... They do make them say stuff.
Like, I feel like they had the voting results.
Mm-hmm.
And so then they're like, you go do this, you go do this, you go do this.
Right. Right.
I did see in the background Molly and Zach, like, his arm was over her and they were talking.
Okay.
So about what is unclear.
God knows.
So
I mean, like, they weren't going to send Zach home and they weren't going to send Sammy home.
Of course, because Molly's making the decision. So there's no fucking way her guy's going.
Right. But if I just feel like whoever's not there to defend your guy when they're voting, that your guy's going home. Because if like Molly was up there, Zach probably would have went home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's something else to ponder
No,
about.
this is juicy because what's Catherine going to do? Now I'm like curious.
Mm-hmm.
And that we didn't have that all last season at all.
And I don't think she has anyone that she would get to know besides maybe Scott.
I can't remember this happening since like Sophie and Connor. Do you remember then?
How could I forget?
Yeah. Like
that was like the best one.
That is the last time I've seen a couple, one person go home.
Mm-hmm.
Not by choosing, but just by like, damn.
And then you thought, wait, am I thinking of the right one?
Connor with the big ass teeth.
And super tatted.
Was he tatted? Maybe. And Sophie was like light skin. Wasn't her name Sophie? And she ended up staying and then like recoupling and they were like so close.
No. Again, I'm thinking about season 2, I think. There's a tatted guy and the girl leaves. It's so good. I'm not going to spoil it. But it was like, it was early. It was season 2, but my jaw was I was shook if.
I'm kind of shocked at Andre, but I think the bar is just so low from Winter.
Yeah, exactly. Like this is shock value for us.
Exactly. And with 7.
But it was weird for the OG boys to send an OG boy home.
That's what I'm saying. Like if this, I haven't seen them pick a guy who wasn't in the obvious, like a couple. Like all 3 of those guys standing there were in couples.
Right.
You could argue any of them that were strong because I did not see Catherine and Andre together at all.
Yeah.
Like they were always together. We just didn't know what they were talking about because they didn't show us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were like super cuddly in bed, it seemed like.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't a fan of Andre anyway because we didn't get his vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't get your thing.
Yeah.
But the next song was so lame.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What did I just watch? I watched Catherine cry and I watched Sammy say or just say, "Oh, I thought about you the whole time." Or
Sammy said to Jess, "I was thinking about you
Sammy,
the whole time."
Don't like Jess.
You don't play her.
No,
if
you don't like Jess.
Right, so don't play her.
Exactly.
It ain't right, Sammy. But
just stay with the hot girl then.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You're not going to be in a relationship with Jess. Come on.
Thank you.
Don't like her that much.
Thank you.
So when he's talking about like my girlfriends, like you're not dating Jess.
Right. You're going to ask Jess to be your girlfriend, Sammy.
They don't even make sense to me.
No.
Mitchell and Jess make more sense to me.
I agree. Because at least they do have that foundation. I mean, friends can turn into lovers. It's a theme of many a book. That's me and Clark's story.
Literally, me and Mike.
Like, literally, it
and
could happen.
I did not see him. And you didn't either.
Oh, no, me neither.
Exactly. So it's like, I can kind of see if Jess doesn't just like, she's just attracted to the wrong guy right now.
And Mitch didn't like mug her off. He just like didn't almost like see her in that way because he was blinded by Molly.
Which is usually how it goes.
You know? Right. They always like the crazy bitch first.
Always.
And then they see
or the
clearly.
hot guy, Sammy, who's bad for her.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's why people like.
That's true.
That's why people are shipping them because they want that to happen. And I'm always down for a friendship turning into more.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful love story.
It totally is. I root for those the most.
So I guess we'll see you guys Monday to recap Sunday and Monday's episode.
Catch us then.
All right, guys. Thank you guys all for listening to Fire Pit Chat, your daily dose of all things Love Island. I'm your host, Demi, and this is Jasmine, and we appreciate you listening. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. We're also available as a podcast wherever you get your podcasts. So be sure to leave us a 5-star review and share with your fellow island lover. And we'll see you Monday.
Bye.